Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making merenguitos, merengues. This is one of the recipes. This is not the original recipe I use. This is a recipe that my daughter uses and I asked her for it. Kind of like the way these turn out. Now to this recipe, you can tweak it. You can add some lemon zest or lime zest to give it that lemony flavor. You could add a little bit of vanilla. You can add whatever. I'm going to give you really quickly the rundown of the recipe. I'm using 8 large egg whites, preferably at room temperature, 1 cup of granulated sugar, and 1 cup of 10x or confectioner sugar. Like I said, you can add zest to this, orange zest, lemon zest, lime zest. It doesn't matter. You can add zest and it'll flavor it with that zest. You can add vanilla. Today we will see if I'm going to add anything. You're also going to need a stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer, but it's going to take forever. Hand mixer with the whisk attachment. Make sure everything you're using is grease free, so that way it helps the whites come up. So let's get started. So to begin, we're going to add our egg whites. I always crack my eggs into a separate container because you never know when you're going to get a bad egg. Anyways, we're going to get this started at like a medium and we're going to let it go. I'll show you exactly as we go, but for now it's liquidy. So we're going to let it go and I'll tell you when I'm going to add some sugar to it. At this moment, when you start seeing it getting frothy, you want to start adding your granulated sugar a little bit at a time. So we're going to add maybe 1/3 of it and let that mix in really good. Let it continue to mix. We're going to add another 1/3. Let that mix in and we'll finish with the last 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and add my last 1/3 and let that mix in until you have until your whites are meringue. It's going to be a while. As you can tell, it's getting meringue. So at this point, I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon. You do not have to. This is just a new thing. I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon. I don't know if I said lime, but I meant lemon. And I'm going to allow this to go for another, I'm going to say 2 to 3 minutes. So at this moment, at this point, we are going to stop the machine because now we're going to fold in the egg whites, and I'll show you that next. So you're just going to get yourself a sifter, put your powdered sugar or your confectioner sugar right inside. All I'm doing is pounding it. I don't wanna put my hands in there, so all I'm gonna do is pound it until it all comes out. In reality, you just want to check for any little bits of anything that it's not powder. Once you have it in, simply you just want to fold in. So fold in, it means you're going to bring them from the top to the bottom without deflating the egg whites. At this point. If you want, you can dye it, which I will be. I am going to be making Puerto Rican flags out of this. I'm going pretty fast. You don't want to deflate the egg whites. So all I'm really doing is just bringing it around and cutting it right in the center. So up, around, and cutting it in the center. Just want to make sure that your powdered sugar is completely all inside. So for starters, I am going to be using 4 different piping bags. 3 of the piping bags are going to have a round tip, and 1 of them is going to have a star tip. That's because I'm making flags. You don't even need a piping bag. You could just do this regularly. Now, I am going to need a white star. So, because I'm going to need a white star, because what I am trying to achieve is this here. So, we're going to need a white star. And for the white star, we need a star tip. So, we are adding white icing directly into our piping bag. I'm not gonna make everything in here into flags, but so I'm just gonna use that much for the star. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna dye the next colors. So because I am going to be adding, like I said, blue and white, we don't need as much blue. Then we need red. I'm sorry, not white. White we already have. We don't have to make the white. So the blue, I'm using gel food coloring, and just put a few drops in there to start with. And again, we do not want to deflate the white, so we're gonna just quickly continue to fold it in. I think this is a pretty good blue. Remember that the blue does intensify as it dries. We can add maybe 1 more drop to make it just a little bit of a greater blue. Just a little bit more. And we're just gonna go ahead and give it a little spin, a little turn. And we have that, set it aside. And now we're going to do the same with the red. I'm almost out of red. Red is a color that takes more food coloring because red is deeper. And we're going directly into white. So right now it looks orangey to me, and I need it to be more bright red. So I am going to continue to add food coloring until I achieve the red that I want. So we have a parchment lined baking sheet, and we are going to preheat our oven to 230-ish, 225, 230. Now because we are making the flag, I don't know how much you guys can see here. So the flag is going to call for red, white, red, white, red. So we're going to do 1 line red. I know you guys it's hard to see, but 1 right. Then we have yellow. So we're gonna start with red, and we're gonna finish with red. And next we grab the blue. So red, white. We're gonna go ahead and do, a quick little border on the top. Because what we're trying to do is achieve the flag. And we do a little star. Maybe I should have started these. I should have probably done these with a smaller tip or a finer tip. And I want to level them because I want this to be... And these, we'll just put them in a separate container. We'll reuse them in a minute. So more or less, this is what we're doing for the flag. So I'm going to continue to make this tray in flags. what I did is that I switched the big tip and I used a smaller one, only because I find that the other ones were too bulky, and I'll show you that in a minute. But anyways, just to go a little quicker when you're doing them, just start with lines. So start with the red line there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Just so we can go a little quicker. I'm only gonna do one tray of the flags because it's gonna take me forever. So I do one line. I go back and I get the white one. Again, I switched it to a smaller tip. And we're gonna do the same. And I hope I'm not in your way that you guys can see. So all I'm doing is dropping it on the side and just stopping pressure. You can make these with especially flags that are simple. We go back to the red. So remember, it is 3 red, 2 white. So son 3 líneas rojas y 2 blancas, y luego tiene la azul y la estrella que es blanca. And we're gonna go ahead again with the white. But you get the gist of it. This is pretty much it. Last one is the red. So we do red. Kind of like it to be a little bit uneven because it looks like the flag is actually moving. And lastly, we take the blue, and once we take the blue, we're gonna go corner and make a little diamond. Corner to corner, diamond. It does not have to be perfect. I'm doing it this way because I find it to be a little quicker. My oven is already preheated. And I got a feeling I'm almost done with the blue here, so I don't want to have to. Let's see if I can get enough out of here so I don't have to refill it. Whoa. That's fine. Okay. Now, last one is that we grab the one with the small star tip. And we're simply going to put a little star. And we're going to pop these in an oven to 235, 230 for about an hour. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do the next. The rest of the meringues, I'm just going to make them into little rounds. Nothing out of this world. And what you're going to do to these is that you're going to top them with whatever sprinkles you have. I'm going to use these little Halloweenish ones. And I'm going to continue to do this with the rest of the red and the rest of the colors, and I'll show you that at the end. So just more or less, I did 2 trays of these. Some more white, some more colors, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little sprinkle. And again, pop them at 320, 325. I'm sorry, 220, 225, 230 for about an hour. So there you go. These are our merenguitos. I kind of let them go a little I went a little darker than I wanted, but this is more or less what we wanted. So they come out of the paper fairly quickly, and you have your merengues, and these are, look, crispy and beautiful. Delicious. Anyways, there's your merengues. See, I went a little dark, then I burned, but I just went a little dark. But that's it. Merengues. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you make these, I suggest lower the temp to like maybe 220. I put them at 235. Put them at around 220, 215 for about an hour or so. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it, share it, share it, share it. Don't forget to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless you. Bye.